you happen to have any specific questions for me about the procedure, about post-ops, anything coming to mind at all?
No.
All right, that makes this conversation.
I'll do exactly what you tell me to do.
Oh, that's true. That's great news. That makes my job a lot easier. You're a perfect candidate for a hair transplant.
Well, thank you.
For a couple different reasons. First off, you're not too far gone from the loss standpoint. The loss is mostly all in the front. The back's solid, the crown's solid, your spiral's solid, and this is the easiest to fix because we can help you hold on to all the hair behind where we're going to be working with medications, Propecia, Rogaine, laser comb, FDA-approved treatments that are going to help you maintain this. So that makes this easy to fix because all you have to do is fix the front. So if you keep this and I fix this, we're done.
Yes.
So that's why it's so important for you to do your part to help keep what's left. And that's why we talked about that earlier, and that's why I'm going to talk to you about it again. You got to do the preventative treatments. Propecia, Rogaine, laser comb. Propecia is my first choice per day.
You talked about that prostate medicine.
Propecia.
Is that medicine preventative against future prostate issues?
It does have an added benefit of keeping the prostate from enlarging, so yes, it does.
Cool.
Yep. And it works great, and I've been on it for 14 years. And it helps.
How's your sexual function?
Like a bull. Anyways, none of us are symmetric if we take our body and cut it in half.
Mm-hmm.
So that means when I restore a hairline, I never try to make the two sides look the same. So as soon as I saw you, I noticed that this is not just you. Everybody, when they lose their hair, we lose it this way, and we lose it this way. So if we were to take this and pull this back and show that, what's that look like?
Big bald head.
Right, so you've lost a lot of hair, right? You can see all that open space through there. We just kind of have that little island in the center. So what we do is we pretend as if you're bald. We build right through all the existing hair that's there, because I can't count on any of that. Build in the lower recessions, help keep that frame. Start from that front point, build evenly, work our way through, and just cover as much ground as we can cover. And that's it.
The hair makes such a difference.
Oh yeah, they got all the studies on how people view people with or without hair, and
it just makes you look older.
Oh yeah, and how people interact with you on a daily basis is based on your appearance. And even
is that a permanent marker?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we just draw it right in.
Oh, for the love of God! So that's going to be on for a while.
For like 9 months. Why? Oh, they didn't tell you that?
I didn't tell you. It's a permanent marker in me, man. I know that stuff's hard to get off.
We just got through harvesting Scott's donor. Everything went excellent. We were able to harvest 2 separate half-centimeter strips, totaling length about 30 centimeters each, which means he was able to get 30 square centimeters of tissue. What we're looking for is to see whether or not there was transection of the follicles. We've talked about this before. If you've watched my previous videos, transection of the follicle is when the bulb to the hair is cut, meaning it's not a viable follicle any longer because it got transected. So here's another strip. If you look down from the bulb to the top is where the hairs come out. You'll see the little black bulb is what's going to grow the hairs. And then what we're looking for is to see if there's any cut hairs. So as you can see, from bottom to top it's intact, bottom to top it's intact. So take a look at this strip, and you'll see that this strip virtually, here's a transected hair, has no transection, or very, very little. Here's his other strip, once again, same thing, nice and clean, with minimal to no transection. The reason that's so important is when you transect follicles, you will get a decreased yield. A decreased yield means you get less hair. That's why it's so important to take your time and get a good strip in order to get the most amount of hair for the patient.
It was absolutely easy. I didn't know really what to expect. And I'll say, the thought of them, taking that piece of skin, got me a little anxious, but the truth of the matter is I didn't feel any pain at all. I'm grateful to have this opportunity to be with this doctor. He's amazing. This doctor, Bowen, is a perfectionist, and to the point that I know I'm getting the best that I could possibly get out of this guy. And for me, as a consumer, it's still a product I'm buying. I would recommend this guy to anybody, and I'm going to do just that. And said, look, we're going to do this, and we're going to fill in this area that was in, I guess they call this the crown, the top of my head, and then they were going to make this hairline that's here. And utilize this skin that they took off the back of my head and maximize the amount of hairs that was actually done in this implant. The truth of the matter is I shopped around, and they talk like 3,000 grafts. They're like $3 a graft, and that's $9,000, and I've gotten prices between $9,000 and $15,000 and stuff. And for me to come in here and for 10 grand to be able to have 6,000 hairs, it's a steal, it's a deal. And I'm just very, very pleased by the whole thing.